Hey, Mystic Michaela spiritual family. Welcome to Know Your Aura with Mystic Michaela. Today, we are talking about how to reclaim your vibe, how to reclaim your scattered energy, center yourself, ground, all foundational things before you can even move forward with anything. But first, hey, Scotty.
Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Well, that's, I think, a great topic for today.
Why?
Since we've been dealing with virtual school.
Oh, my God.
So we have a virtual kindergartner.
We do.
And, first year of schooling. And we have a virtual middle schooler.
Yes.
First year of middle school.
Yes.
So it has been quite the week with that.
Yeah.
And that
3
definitely,
weeks.
yeah. And this week seems like the longest.
Yeah. Well, they go back Monday.
Yes.
We've chosen to send them back.
Yes. And it's definitely taken our energy down. You probably even can tell in our voices right now. We're kind of sluggish.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, of course, I give these teachers so much credit. I mean, on the computer and trying to engage children through technology, it's hard. And I think, I'm seeing especially with our kindergartners, she's kind of burned out from not feeling the human connection.
Right. So,
and it is the way it is, and we're doing what we have to do to keep everybody safe. But yeah, it's hard to watch it.
Yeah, it's tough, the attention span. She's better kind of in the mornings, and then you can tell in the afternoons it's getting a little long for her or whatever. But the other one, the middle schooler, she hasn't done so bad. It hasn't been so bad for her. And right now, I have to say, I am doing fantastic in social studies.
So, you took social studies.
I took social study and math.
Right.
You took English.
I just take English.
Yeah, science, we just left it.
For helping.
Yeah,
right.
We're not green or anything, so we threw that one out the window.
She's on her own.
Music class, we threw out the window,
She's on her own. She's on her own,
yeah. And I have to say, I am crushing it in social studies. I am crushing it.
Right.
I have 100 average right now. Hold on. Give me a second here. Every assignment so far has been 100%. Now, we cannot say the same for English. I went on to the report card, the website, and I saw that you guys were failing English. You're failing middle school English.
We did better now. We've done better.
All right.
Yeah. It is really hard. Middle school English. Like some of these reading questions are really difficult. So we had a first test and I feel really dumb.
Yeah, you had a 40 or 50 something percent.
We got a 56. Oh my God. But we did better on this last one.
Okay. So you're saying you're going to come up. You guys are a little bit late bloomers.
And by the way, I don't just give her answers like maybe you might. We work on it together. And I let her come to her own conclusions.
Yes. Now, I'm hoping that her teachers do not listen to this.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think they do. The problem I'm having with the virtual school is that, I'm obviously, everyone knows I used to be a history teacher. She's getting a lot of stuff wrong.
Oh, the teacher is?
Yeah, the teacher. Nothing crazy wrong, but little things, and it bugs me that, she's giving these kids these answers. They're kind of right, but they're also kind of wrong.
I remember when I was teaching, we would joke that the parents who were teachers were the worst parents.
Probably.
So when we would have a conference and it was like heads up, dad's a teacher. It was like, oh
yeah,
God, because they think they know everything.
I know,
and they think they know their kid well, and they don't.
No,
nobody knows their. Here's the thing. No, it's true, right? Your kid's a different kid in school.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But English is hard, okay?
Yeah,
I'm having a hard time.
I know. You guys were struggling with the word anonymous the other day.
Okay, this was the question. Here, everybody at home, you ready? Okay.
Ready.
Okay, thank you. You have to pretend to be the audience at home. You have to pretend to be the listeners.
Okay.
Okay, the sentence was, he received an anonymous letter, period. Okay. And then there's 4 choices, because anonymous is underlined, and there's 4 choices. 1, impending.
Okay.
2, fictional.
Right.
3, menacing. And what was the 4th one?
When you don't put your name on something?
No, it wasn't that. It was impending, fictional, menacing, and something else, but it was not that. Impending, I forget. But
okay.
we didn't know. We were I don't know. None of these make sense. So we put menacing. Frustrating. Sorry, the 4th choice was frustrating. So which one is anonymous? Frustrating, menacing, impending, or fictional?
Menacing.
Well, I know I said menacing. You said frustrating because you get frustrated when you get a note that's anonymous.
Right.
Well, anyways, we were right because we did good on that one.
All right. Well, it's open to interpretation.
That's hard. Well,
we were
Virtual
crushing
school's hard.
it.
6th grade's hard.
No, we've been crushing social.
6th grade's
anyway,
hard.
So after school's over, to relax, to kind of ground ourselves.
Yes.
We've been watching with Bree Cobra Kai.
Yes.
And
Cobra Kai.
this is a grounding show.
It's a hysterical show. This
is
great.
Fantastic.
It's such an escape.
And if you've listened to the podcast before, you know that I'm a big fan of Ralph Macchio.
Well, yeah, you guys are like twins.
We're like twins. We went to the same high school.
He's your doppelganger.
I'm talking like he does on the show right now. Things like that. So we love the show. And I wanted to ask you, what is Ralph Macchio? I think we might have done this already, but what are Ralph Macchio's colors? Not on the show, but in real life.
In real life, it's so hard because, like, with actors, that's why I like fictional programming a lot, because I don't read their auras, because they have a different aura, and so I have to look at them like in actual life. So we went to their Instagrams. No, Ralph Macchio, he's blue and red. So yeah, he feels like a business guy. I don't know what he does. I know nothing about his actual life. I feel like he's like a business guy. I feel like he's got a head for that kind of thing.
Right. He's also an actor.
Yeah.
And I'm red blue too. So that would make sense that I like him.
Yeah, but it's funny because I think he's is he one of the producers or something?
Yeah, he's a producer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to be in charge.
Yeah.
And like, control the narrative of how this story goes.
And he's in charge of Miyagi-Do.
Miyagi-Do karate.
So he's in charge there. He's the leader. He's having everyone paint the fence again.
You guys have to watch this. You got so tricked by Netflix. They have this new shuffle feature.
Yeah.
And we had nothing to watch one night. And you refuse to watch because you're red. Anything on the top 10.
Right.
Anything on Netflix top 10 because you don't think it's real.
Right.
You're like, it's not real. They put things on there. You guys, this is what I listen to. By the way, I heard that that's true. They control what the top 10 is.
I told you.
Yeah, I heard that this week. I forgot to tell you.
See, I knew it.
You were right. Anyway, so you're like, whatever, I'll choose the shuffle feature. And when you press it, something just starts playing. And Cobra Kai started playing, and you're like, oh, whatever. And then we watched 2 episodes in a row. You're like laughing. It was great.
Well, obviously they're playing on the Karate Kid. And,
yeah, it's hysterical. All their memories are just from that one movie.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hopefully Ralph Macchio will call in later. Yeah. Now, Miyagi-Do Karate has a rival.
Yes.
And he is rival with Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Obviously, they had the rivalry from the movie and the first one. And, so the whole show is about the two competing dojos.
Yes.
And that's really cool. I find that fascinating. And the leader, the sensei, the leader of the other dojo, the bad dojo, or maybe it's really the good dojo.
Who knows?
Is William, I'm going to butcher his name.
Yeah.
Zabka.
Okay, well, he's yellow and purple, but he's really purple.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life. He's very purple.
Wow.
On the show, he'd be probably more like red.
Yeah, definitely.
Red, red.
Drunk red?
Yeah.
Like drunk red.
Yeah.
What would Macchio be on the Mr. LaRusso?
I think he would be the same. I don't think he's acting so much.
No, he's definitely not acting.
Yeah, I guess Sensei Lawrence is acting.
Yeah, he's acting.
Yeah.
I feel if I went to Ralph Macchio's house, where he probably lives on Long Island, I bet, or New Jersey or something like that, he'd probably take me to the beach and we'd do karate kicks on a pylon.
Is this a fantasy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get him on the show.
We'll address this later.
I've actually, I didn't even tell you this.
Yeah.
I've actually bribed his son.
You did?
Yeah.
How?
Well, I DM'd him.
You have been DMing them.
Yes. I have been DMing.
But you told Zabka.
Hey. I'll give you 5 guesses. Okay. What do you think Ralph Macchio's kid's name is?
Miyagi.
Oh, very close. Daniel.
Stop. He named his kid Daniel.
He named his kid Daniel.
That's just something the actual Daniel LaRusso would do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did DM Daniel.
That's weird.
Hopefully he's over age.
Oh, God.
No, I think he is. I don't want to be like that other guy.
Oh, God.
Jerry.
From Cheer.
Don't
be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
As long as you didn't ask him for photos, I think it's okay.
I might have. No, I didn't ask him. No, I didn't ask for photo, and I didn't send any photo myself.
Okay. These are new things for you.
Yeah,
boundaries.
Basically, I did send him a bribe.
What's the bribe?
Okay, well, that Thomas Grice, the starting goalie of the Islanders.
Yeah.
His wife and your friends. Mm-hmm. You're friendly, and she sent me a lot of Islander gear.
She did.
She sent me a couple of his jerseys.
Yes.
Signed. We met him. We went to the game.
Yes.
All this stuff.
They're awesome.
The LaRussos were the Macchios.
Right.
Sorry, are big Islander fans.
Are
They're
they
huge
really?
Islander fans. So I basically, I bribed him. I said, hey, I'll get you a Thomas Grice jersey if you get your dad on the show.
How do you know you're going to get one of those?
I have them.
Oh, you're going to give one of yours?
Shh, don't tell Brittany. Shh, I got a few.
She got that for you nice.
I got a couple of them. She won't know.
All right. Hey, that's good.
All right.
And then you wrote Zabka, Sensei Lawrence, tell everybody what you said to him.
I told him his colors are badass.
You're like, your aura color's badass.
If you don't watch the Netflix show Cobra Kai, this is probably the worst segment we've ever done.
Yes.
And the last one, one is Mary Mauser.
Oh, she's
who
purple
plays
and blue.
His daughter.
Yeah, she's purple blue.
Purple blue.
Yeah.
Samantha LaRusso.
Yes.
Purple blue, but she's a good fighter.
Yeah.
On the show.
I guess. Yeah.
You think she'd be good in karate in real life?
No.
Oh.
I don't think she's that great.
Don't ruin it for me.
In real life, no.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Okay.
So I figured since we're going to be talking about trying to raise the vibe and everything, that we should, I was going to learn how to ground myself.
Grounding.
And I didn't know really where to look. And, I went on the internet like I usually do.
Yes.
And I couldn't find anything. So I actually asked our mailman.
Okay.
He prefers to be called mail carrier, but I asked him.
Okay.
Do you ask why I asked him?
Yes.
I don't know why. Okay. So anyway, this is what he told me.
Okay.
Someone told me he's like really into like the grounding thing. Someone says he's like a grounder person.
Okay.
I don't know what you call them. Shaman?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the mailman's a shaman. Got it. Okay.
Right. So our mailman told me this. The first thing you have to do is focus on your breathing.
Oh.
Inhale.
Yeah.
Exhale.
Right.
And that also sounds a lot like Miyagi-Do.
Yes.
Karate.
Yes.
Is this something that could help ground someone, you think?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you go on the internet, and grounding's like a term that gets thrown around a lot, then, like, that's why I'm trying to get into, like, what it actually means today, like, in a way that isn't just, like, breathe.
So right now, this
like,
guy's
we're all
got
breathing.
He's giving me some, like, generic stuff right
here.
Yeah,
it's a little generic, but sure, yeah. They have that Calm app. It's like this app you can get, and you're supposed to, like, stare at your phone.
Right.
And like just breathe for like 30 seconds.
All right. Now, he also told me to to drink hot decaffeinated beverages.
Oh yeah.
And I got really mad at him.
Why?
I'm like, what are you talking about? You cannot drink. I don't drink tea, but I drink coffee.
Okay.
And I said to him, like, you cannot drink decaffeinated coffee.
Right.
That's craziness. That's like blasphemy. You could probably, who knows what would happen to you. So right there, that's not going to work.
Well, like tea.
All right. But I don't drink tea.
Okay.
Then he told me to hold something.
Oh.
Or hold someone.
Oh.
And I didn't know if that meant he wanted me to reach out.
Maybe he wants you to hold him.
I didn't know. He looked a little lonely.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he wanted me to hold his letter bag.
Okay.
I didn't know if he wanted to be like send some of the letters in the mail. I mean, do you think that would be something that would ground someone?
Well, I can tell people like hold crystals or like something that kind of grounds you to the present moment. Because sometimes like if you're in a panic attack or anxiety attack or something like that, you're supposed to like kind of like hold something that makes you feel like I'm here. Or like just pet the cat or something.
All right. He might have been, now that I'm thinking about it, he might have been like kind of asking me out on a date.
Maybe. This happens to you often.
It does. Then he also told me like to possibly eat something healthy. But then he also said to eat something very heavy and substantial. So I'm like, well, what do I eat? Do I eat an apple? Do I eat your dad's 5-pound meatloaf? Like, what do I do there? Like, that's like all over the board here. It could be anything.
Yeah, totally. Like, yeah, okay.
All right. So basically just eat something.
Right, eat something. All right, well, sometimes, I don't know. Like, I think, again, that's like engaging the senses to try to get you into your present moment.
Okay.
But, like my parents take 5 pounds of beef and make a meatloaf out of it. That's what Scott's referencing here, that none of you would understand that, but we always make fun of it.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to help. Like, that's kind of like a low vibration food.
Okay. Well, he said, like, that's what he was saying. Like,
maybe like an
apple.
Or like a really good orange or something that, wakes you up a little bit.
All right. And the last thing he told me for techniques was to do like a looking back thing. Like, if something's bothering you, will it bother you in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years?
Yeah.
And I think that's how I live my life, and that's why I can't really get through things sometimes.
When I met you, you had this thing like we weren't allowed to talk about the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you still like that? No, you really told me that. Like when we started dating, you were like, I don't like to talk about 2 weeks past from now. That was like a real parameter with you. You weren't joking.
No, I wasn't. And I'm still not joking about it.
So like I was like, okay. Like we couldn't make plans past 2 weeks from then. Like, really? That was my life for a long time.
Yeah, and that costs us. Like, a lot of times, like, you want to go to a concert or something. If you want to get a reading with you you got to, you got to do things in advance.
Yeah, like, you're not a forethinker. Like, and I feel like, and it's funny because you spend a lot of time beating yourself up for, I should have done this. And I'm like, but you don't let yourself think past 2 weeks from now.
That's true. I've actually lowered that now.
Oh.
So it's not, now it's like about 10 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real rule I had to live with.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway.
Well, those are good techniques from the mailman.
Those were very good techniques.
The mail shaman.
Yes. And
shaman mailman.
The shaman mailman, or mail carrier.
I think he's a man.
Yeah, he's a man.
I don't want to assume.
No, he was a man. He was. Yeah. Now, the other thing that I thought was, when I did do a little research.
Yes, what now, Scott? Yes. Keep going. This is good.
This is great stuff. We're gonna win the podcast award this week for this.
Yes.
When I stop making me laugh.
Okay.
So these things could be to ground yourself could be very, very expensive. Thousands of dollars.
Oh my God! Yes, people spend so much money going to these retreats.
Yes, you got to go to like Bali.
So you can do it right
Thailand.
Here. Yes.
Yosemite National Park. Thailand. All these places you have to go, and. No one's ever going to get that joke. But it could cost thousands of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions.
Okay.
Very expensive.
All right.
But I'm going to do it here for you for free.
Free.
I'm going to give you the exercises.
This is free, people.
That you need. I want you to do them as we're doing the podcast. And do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all free. This is it.
Free.
You have to listen to a couple ads here and here, but that's it.
Yeah, we got like 2 ads coming up for some beauty supplies.
But this is free.
But this part is free. Okay? I just want to clarify. Free. You don't have to go.
This should be free, honestly.
On a plane, which makes no sense. How are you going to ground yourself if you're going to go on a plane? You're actually going in the air. That makes no sense.
Oh, my God. Dad joke.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So the first thing you must do, all right, everyone in a good place. I want you to all get in a good place right now.
Oh, you're doing this?
Yes.
Oh.
The first thing you have to do is cover your crown. Now, if you don't have a crown, you can get one at the dollar store.
You mean your crown chakra?
Burger King gets those. Used to give out the free ones.
Yes.
Go to the dollar store, get your crown.
All right.
We'll wait for you.
Your crown chakra. Okay.
All right, so cover your crown. And you just do that for like a minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Step 2. Now, what I want you to do here, if everyone done the crown thing now, is you have to feel your feet. Okay? So you feel your feet.
Like with your hands?
I assume so. Yeah. Feel your feet with your hands.
Touch your feet.
I just want to make sure, foot fetish people, this is not going where you think it is. This is not for you. We didn't make this episode for you guys to have a good time. And gals. So feel your feet. Second thing to ground you. Okay. Third, I want you to stand like a tree, people. Stand like a tree.
Is this a real thing you found?
Yes, this is a real thing.
Are you making this up or did you find this?
No, this is real.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand like a tree. I mean, it's not like,
Like, did you, on the internet, like, they said stand like a tree?
Yes.
Okay.
So you stand like a tree.
Okay.
The founder of this, of course, is Biff.
Who?
Biff. Back to the Future.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. What you have to really do is you have to try to absorb that you're going into the ground.
That's grounding.
Yeah, but like you're the tree and you're the roots.
No, that's what you're supposed to. I know you think it's silly, but that's what it is.
Well, I was thinking the only way it's really going to work is if like you're in mud or in quicksand.
Listen, we know you think this is nonsense.
No. Okay.
We know.
Okay. Step 4.
Yes.
So you've done all these things. You've covered your crown. You've felt your feet. You're standing like a tree.
Yes.
And now the last thing to do, and I know you all can do this, pretty much all of you are probably doing this right now.
Yes.
Is you have to take a cold shower. So most of our people are already in the shower. So
that we found out last episode. The
night.
number one place people listen to this podcast is in the shower.
Right. So take a cold shower. Not a hot shower, cold shower.
Oh, a cold shower.
Cold shower.
Yeah.
If you do these things, you'll find yourself grounded. It's free, people.
That's free. Well, all those things can help.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear the not-free part.
Thank
you.
The ads. All right. Let's do it.
Okay.
So the other day you told me I smelled like lavender, remember?
Yes.
Like for real.
No, seriously.
This is real. This really happened.
No, this is real. I walked into the office.
Yeah.
You were doing your readings.
Yeah.
I sat down at my chair in the office, and I started to smell something.
Yeah.
And it smelled like really good. And I have a terrible sense of smell.
Yes.
But this smelled good.
Yeah. So, listen, my hair smelled amazing.
It did.
So, I'm not a high maintenance gal.
No.
I'm really not. I'm not a high maintenance gal. But, so like usually it's like any shampoo, whatever, I'm equally dismayed with all of them. But through this podcast, I had the opportunity to try Function of Beauty. Oh my God. Like, I'm not just saying this. It's pretty freaking cool. So Function of Beauty is hair care that's formulated specifically for you. No matter your hair type, they create shampoo, conditioner, and treatments to fit your unique needs. Like, you take a quiz. It's very totally about you. Function of Beauty has over 54 trillion possible ingredient combinations to make sure your formula is as unique as you. So here's how it works. And the quiz didn't take me that long. Here's how it works. First, you take a quick but thorough quiz and tell them a little bit about your hair. Next, Function of Beauty's team determine the right blend of ingredients, then bottle your custom formula to order. Then they deliver your personalized formula right to your door in a cute customized bottle with your favorite color and fragrance. They even print your name on it. I made mine purple, like my aura.
Perfect.
And it says Michaela on the bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's really pretty. And then Brianna, my 11-year-old, like she thinks it's the coolest thing ever because I think the Kardashians use this or something.
Oh my God.
So anyways, plus their formulas are vegan and cruelty-free. They never use sulfates, parabens, or any harmful ingredients. Function of Beauty is not just the first ever custom hair care brand. It's the internet's top-rated customized hair care brand with over 40,000 real 5-star reviews and counting. Actually, I really do like it. It's really good.
That's incredible.
I have to say, they awed me, and I am not easily awed.
And I'm
by shampoo.
And what we already know, most of our listeners are already in the shower.
Yes,
Perfect
oh my God.
match.
And it smells so good. I picked lavender. I highly recommend you pick that scent.
Smell fantastic
It's
while
really
you listen
good.
to KYA.
So what are you waiting for? Go to functionofbeauty.com/KYA to take your 4-part hair profile quiz and save 20%. That's a good deal. 20% on your first order. Go to functionofbeauty.com/KYA for 20% off and let them know that you heard about it from our show, please. That helps us grow. That helps us stay here. That's functionofbeauty.com/KYA. So try that. Also, here's the thing. Rory, I've talked about them before, but you know the importance of taking care of your skin. Whether you're worried about like dullness, redness, fine lines, or acne, or you're trying to find the right treatment, this can all be very frustrating, but now there's a simpler, smarter solution to skincare. So meet Rory. It's a digital health clinic for women. Rory is the sister brand of Roman. Like Roman, they make it simple to connect with a healthcare professional online and see if personalized prescription skincare treatment is right for you, all from the comfort of your home. I did it on my laptop. It was super simple. Go on your phone or computer and complete a free online consultation, and you'll hear back from a U.S. licensed healthcare professional within 24 hours. And if appropriate, they'll prescribe a personalized skincare treatment plan that works just for you and your skin. It's kind of cool. You take a picture of your skin, you tell them what your issues are, and they look at it, and then they actually get back to you. With Rory, you don't even have to go to the pharmacy. Your custom skincare is delivered right to you with very fast, free 2-day shipping. Like, crazy how quick that happened. You can also follow up with a healthcare professional anytime if you need to make a change to your treatment or you have any questions. They're with you every step of the way on your skincare journey. I haven't had any questions with my Nightly Defense cream, but if I did, it's real easy. I just ask them and they get back to me right away. With Rory, there are no commitments and you can cancel anytime. So this is a good deal, guys. Pay attention. So go to hellorory.com/KYA to try out the Nightly Defense, which I am using, for just $5. It's free to chat with the doctor, and your first order is just $5. That's hellorory.com/KYA. Eligibility requirements and additional terms apply.
You know who uses Rory?
Who?
Our mailman.
Shaman Mailman.
Shaman Mailman.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's, because we get the packages.
Yes.
He saw it in the mail.
He's always very interested.
He signed up. I gave him the code.
You have like a relationship with the mailman, like on Curb Your Enthusiasm, like Larry and David and his mailman.
That's right. No, I do.
You got to talk to him.
That's true.
Let me ask you a question.
Hey, I'm home all day now.
Yeah.
I'm retired.
Yeah, he's your friend.
What do you think the best part of my day is? Well,
Shaman Mailman.
Shaman Mailman. I go out there, I talk to him. He tells me how to ground myself. I ask him how his Rory product is doing.
Let's talk about grounding now.
Okay.
So we hear about grounding a lot. It's a very used term in the spiritual world, but what does it mean and how do you do it and how can you do it today and what's it for? So it's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about reclaiming your energy and finding your way back to yourself, because you can't move forward till you get a grasp of where you are presently. And that's what truly grounding is about, reclaiming your energy and all of that. So how does it feel to be scattered, to feel like life has taken you and diluted you so much that you can feel like you have no flavor or you've lost personality or like you're a robot moving through life in a sludge, in what I like to call an emotional coma? And how do we fix that? Because to let spirit in to do its magic, to let your soul contract play out, you have to begin, and you have to begin by getting clarity on what we want. We need to reclaim our energy, our vibration, and we have to center. Or basically all that means is we have to dust off the connection we already have internally to spirit. So dusting that off, reclaiming it, finding it, digging through all that sludge and getting back to yourself. That's what grounding's about. That's what reclaiming your energy is about. And that's where you begin. That's where stuff can start happening. Many times in my own life, I've lost myself. I've felt scattered, numb, stuck, unclear. Like all the parts of me are turned off or just stretched very, very thin. And although I've been aware of this, it's been something where it's also kind of a chore to get it to turn back on. To pull yourself back together, back to yourself, and reclaim your energy is something that can help us make that first step to being whole spiritually, present spiritually, connected spiritually. There are so many reasons why we can feel scattered, why we can feel depleted of our connection to source, that spark within us which makes life feel alive and full of wonder. Trauma is one thing. Just grief and mourning, avoiding feeling things, turning off that button to getting close to ourselves again, because to survive, we had to turn it off for a while. That's one thing. Being around people with a low vibration can also do it. And generally just being in this day-to-day existence where you feel like you just have to be numb to get through it. A job or a relationship which doesn't serve you, or just plain old boredom, like stagnant, like you don't feel like you're moving forward. You feel stuck, like this is it. This is life. You're not learning. You're not growing. You're just there. That can all make your energy scattered. That can make you really spread thin. And that's what can be the barrier between you and your center and then moving forward to what's next for you on your soul contract in your life journey. Life gets repetitive. It does. When you're in school, or you're doing things new, or you're changing things up, or you're moving, or you're this, or your new relationship. Okay, that can be more alive feeling. But it's the repetition of survival which can create this lack of joy, feeling this numb robot thing going on, which is really what happens when you've lost center. The fear of going within because you don't have the energy to stir up whatever it is you have to work on, it's there, and that's a block, and it's uncomfortable, and it's work. It's work to be in the present moment. And if you're aware of it, you can do it in a healthy way. But if you're unaware of it, that's when the self-destructive tendencies can show up. Like you eat too much of stuff that you shouldn't be eating, or you drink too much, or even you sleep too much. All of this stuff, which can basically distract you from the numb and make you feel like you're doing something, at least because you aren't connecting to the issue. Distraction is your ego's way of keeping you off center, of keeping your vibe low, of keeping your energy away from you. But you'll always circle back to it. During quarantine, I think, especially when we were doing the stay at home, so many people had a hard time. I mean, we all had some sort of hard time. We saw it on various levels. We saw it within ourselves. And then, I'm sure you were sitting around, you were seeing it in others. And I mean, people freaked out. I mean, look at it. People freaked out. There was a level of alone that people weren't used to. The robot routine, which kept everyone safely in their emotional coma, was lifted. You had to stay at home, and people freaked. We all felt it, but some people, they completely lost it. And we know who those people are. You are watching them on social media wide-eyed about it. Maybe it was you. Maybe you went that way. Everyone had to do something is what happened. We all had to confront us. All of a sudden, you're at home. I mean, and, look at all the celebrities that broke up. You're home and you're looking around and you're just, whoa, I have to deal with this. And either you did deal with it or you had a meltdown, and then the meltdowns, could go either way. It can lead to growth and revelation, or it can lead to a lot more destruction. And there's one thing that you can boil all this down to, was when that routine was taken away, the thing which managed to keep us sleepwalking through life, what happened? What did you see? And did you like it? And can you confront it in yourself? And in order to do anything, first, you have to reclaim that vibe. You have to reclaim that energy. And we just all are coming out of a moment where we had to kind of feel that scatteredness in ourselves, to kind of really hang out with ourselves, hang out with the stuff that we distract from on the daily. And how did you react? How did you do? How are you doing now? Feeling scattered can make your energy like dissipate and evaporate, and it can make you feel like you're a shell of who you once were or who you remember yourself to be. You can feel like you don't have identity. There are symptoms with it, like headaches, like a feeling of disconnected. You can feel kind of like light or dreamy. You can feel heavy, sludgy. You can feel shaky, really fatigued, really scatterbrained, or super hyper, like manic. You can feel just being out of it. You can lose track, this is me, of thoughts and words. You can forget what you were saying and while you're saying it. Like you just kind of like lose your train of thought. Unable to concentrate on what other people are saying or doing. And just feeling blah. You know, you just don't feel good. So you can see people laughing and joking and connecting, and you can feel very isolated from that, very apart, so very distant from that type of bond and interaction. Because the real connection which needs to be reclaimed is between you and your energy, not you and other people. It's you and yourself. And even when we're not in quarantine or not doing, you know, there might be times in your life where you're like, I can't have fun, or I don't feel joy, or I'm not feeling excited about anything, or I wish I could get excited about something. I can't. All those are symptoms of you not feeling centered and connected to spirit. And when you start feeling that way, there's only one thing to do. It's time to get on it. It's time to dust off that connection to spirit. I'm going to talk about how to do that, but I just want to give you a sense of what that feels like first. Because a lot of times I do readings and people, I immediately step into their energy and I get it. They just feel like they're floating. They don't know what they want, who they are, and they don't feel happy. They don't feel sad. They just exist. And they know they don't want to feel like that anymore. There are a few ways, no matter what you are going through, to get this all back on track. And it's okay if it's not going to make you totally happy or completely full of life or inspired to do some major project. It's not about that. It's just about you getting back to a feeling of wholeness. Because wholeness is really what we are striving for, not happiness. There's a difference. Happiness is an illusion. You're not getting there. Wholeness does not mean that you don't feel sad or frustrated or overwhelmed or stuck or upset or even numb. Wholeness is just the act of accepting your feelings as valid and here and present and accounted for. Just taking an inventory of where you are right now. It's not something you dismiss because they are inconvenient. They need to be acknowledged. And wholeness is the peace with that. The saying of, you know what, I feel sad or angry or jealous or upset. And the vulnerability which comes with that admission is powerful. The validation of self is powerful. And that's a huge way in which to reclaim your energy. A lot of energy is spent in disguising our actual feelings and emotions as something else. And why do we do this? Because we don't feel like we are allowed to feel what we feel. So we just turn it off and we go numb. But wholeness is about, yeah, I'm feeling lonely today. I'm feeling blah today. I'm feeling joyless today. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling motivated. You know, get with it. It's okay to be exactly where you are. You know, I got a message from somebody at DM, and she said, how could I possibly start my spiritual awakening when I'm dealing with PTSD? Like, how? And I think she even asked me, like, how can I be a good mother if I have PTSD? And I just said, and she just DM'd me, and it's like a heavy question, you know, but I said, you are in this exact moment everything you need to be. You are whole. And I want you to know that right now, listening, you are a whole person in this moment. You don't have to lose 10 pounds. You don't have to, you know, learn to, you know, run 14 miles a week. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be you in this moment. That's all. That's it. And I told her that you're a mom and you have PTSD and you just own it all and accept it and validate it in yourself. And you do the best you can in this moment. You are whole. It's an illusion that you're not, that you have to wait to be good. You don't have to. You are good right now. So just reclaiming yourself, owning it. Here's what I hate. Toxic positivity. Oof, please avoid that. It's when people are like, hey, smile, be happy. Life is good. I hate those shirts. I hate those shirts that say life is good and the hats that say life is good and those bumper stickers. I'm sorry if you have one. The bumper stickers that say life is good. When I see that, I'm like, freaking goddamn toxic positivity. It's like, don't tell me that. We have to avoid that because it makes us empaths especially feel bad because like life isn't always freaking good. Okay. Like it's not, and it's okay that it's not. Actually, it's good that life isn't always good. It's good to be okay with that. So anyways, that was a rant. That was my own rant. It's not helpful. Okay. Good vibes only is another one. Or you'll get over it. Don't be sad. You're so pretty when you smile. Like, no, it's not helpful. It dismisses our actual feelings and emotions, and it totally disintegrates our energy. It like devalidates. Is that a word? It devalidates how we feel when somebody says that. Like if you have a friend and you're just like, I don't know, I'm feeling really sad today. Well, you should be really grateful. You have a great life. It's like, okay, thanks. Like done sharing with you, because that's not helpful. Like I'm not, toxic positivity. No bueno. It's important to validate yourself. First of all, anyways, don't ever ask anybody to validate you for you. Validate you yourself first. That's another big way to reclaim your energy. So first thing, what do you feel and why? I have said this before, but like I hate journaling. But I do my own 3-word journal technique. So this is a way to reclaim your energy too. And it's kind of making yourself, it's increasing the sensitivity to your own feelings. Because I said, a lot of us are numb. So a way to reclaim your energy is to reclaim your feelings. And a way to do this is the 3-word journal, which is just my own thing. And how does it work? You can do it. If you had a reading with me and I've gone into it, I'm just going to say the same thing. But like you can do it on your phone or you can do it in an actual journal 3 times a day. Write it in your notes or in that journal. 3 words how you feel. Do not overthink it. It's going to be harder than you think, especially if you've never done it before. You're going to be like bamboozled by the fact that you can't think of 3 feelings words for how you feel right now. That's how hard it can be. So but you don't overthink it. Anxious, hungry, tired. Done. That's it. And then move on. And then think about it. Like, why am I hungry? Well, I'm hungry because I'm anxious. Ooh. Oh my God, that's weird. Okay, well, I didn't know anxiety is a trigger for my hunger. What am I trying to, stuff like that. Like it starts increasing your sensitivity to your emotions, which brings you closer to your center. Because emotions and feelings are just symptoms, and if you read them, then you can get closer to yourself. So grounding. Now we'll talk about grounding. All right. So yes, the overused word of grounding, but it is a thing, and it is something that can help you reclaim your energy. And like Scott said, you don't have to go to Bali to do this, okay? You can do this today, right now. You can sit in the sun, take a walk in any sort of weather. You can take a walk in the rain. That's okay. You can just walk outside. You can stick your bare feet in the grass. It's not complicated. Another word you may hear for this is earthing. It's basically our attempt to get our bodies to connect back with spirit or life force energy. And it does clear the aura, and it does take out negative energies, and it does help us clear out our fields. It replenishes your power. It replenishes psychic power, your personal power. And all you have to do is just be in physical contact with nature in some form. And after readings, for example, I can get very scattered. And it's because I've been spending time with other people's energies. Like I swim in their pools of energy. It's not a negative thing to read people. This isn't because it's a bad experience. It's just that after readings, I'm very spread out and I have to regroup. I have to reclaim my energy. So Scott knows this. After a reading, I will literally just kind of walk through the house, go outside, and just lay in the backyard. Like just put myself in the sun. And I do not care how hot it is. I live in Florida. I will just lay there. And, I don't care if it's crazy looking. After work or social outings or being with others or just, it feels good to feel nature on me. And that's one way to ground. It's actually a really quick fix. So I highly recommend that. Yeah, like when you have that kind of scattered or spent or burnt out or numb feeling, grounding in nature is helpful. Sticking your feet in the dirt or the grass or water, just soaking up the air or the sun, anything you feel outside, and just let yourself be for a few minutes. It's funny because when I was working a job that I didn't like, when I was teaching, I didn't have all this self-awareness. I would come home and nap, or I would come home and eat something processed, or like we'd drink wine or something. And those honestly aren't the healthiest ways. Those are just distracting ways, and they lower your vibe. And I was taking myself away from me. Instead of basking myself in myself, I was distracting myself from that. And the feelings are uncomfortable, and sometimes it's easier to distract from them, but grounding is about just letting go and letting a bigger force of nature fill you. Another way yeah, like you can use your 5 senses to help you out. Like, dig, plant something, touch objects, yes, make the tea, slowly sip it, savoring things, salt baths, Epsom salt, throw a bit of eucalyptus in there if you can, aromatherapy. All that kind of stuff is really good for quick fixes, jump in the shower, that kind of stuff. When you're just feeling scattered, that can be a quick fix too. Being present with your senses, with your rituals, which engage those 5 senses, are very helpful. Cooking a nice meal, going into the garage, finishing that project you've been working on, reading the book you want, that kind of stuff can help you feel like yourself again. But again, some of this does depend on your aura color, because another way is to go with that. I find, for example, like yellows. So these are the different ways aura colors will reclaim their energy. And it depends on you. It depends on like what works for you, but this is kind of what I typically find. So yellows, they do like to organize and tidy up. So they like to get a closet in order or label all the stuff in their pantry. I had a yellow person tell me that their label maker changed their life. I didn't know there was such a thing as a label maker, but I guess there is. And they told me it changed their life. And that wouldn't change my life. But the way that she said it, she had like this glow. She had like this glow in her eyes. Like, go for that glow, people. Whatever makes you feel that way. And for her, it was a label maker. Good. She reclaimed her life with that. That's good. Yellows like to craft and design too. So engaging in like redecorating something or even just sewing new pillow covers, that kind of stuff makes you feel like yourself again. Green people. Greens love a project. Being out in the garden, planting, nurturing things to grow, sanding the deck, taking a hike, playing with the dogs. Those are all ways greens can reclaim their energy. Blues like to read. I mean, a lot of us do, but blues can really sit down and inhale a series of books pretty well, and that helps them a lot. They like to take calm walks, and honestly, they're the best of us at sitting and enjoying what is around them. They can be also very project inspired like yellows. So I will see blues do little crafts, make their homes more cozy. Blues, by the way, random. I find little interesting things about the aura colors as I go on. I've noticed that, like lettering, like calligraphy or just like printing or doing like creative things with, letters. There's probably another word for that. Blues are really good with that. I don't know. If you're blue, try it. Let me know. Let me know if you're good with it too. Purples. Purples do need that meditation time. I mean, we all do, but purples really need it because they can get manic and they can get scattered and they can get all over the place. They need to feel like they are actively getting messages too. So purples connect to self by trying to connect with spirit. So the more psychic purples can be, purples need to feel creative too. So anything where they can learn some new skills and feel like they are sparking something within them. And not all purples are artistic, but all purples are creative, and there is a difference. Purples need to feel like life has possibilities. So throwing themselves in new situations is necessary. Cooking class, dance class, crystal class, they love it. Red people. Reds need to feel active. They need to feel like they are forming an identity which is strong. That helps them reclaim their energy. Joining a team, like softball team or something, or just upping their own personal best with jogging or something. Or maybe even not physical, challenging themselves mentally with some sort of knowledge they can put to use. I'll see reds want to take a course in like real estate or some sort of learning situation for making money in their own right. Anything to get them thinking outside the box. This brings them back to themselves by helping them understand they control their own bodies, minds, and destinies. That's how they reclaim their energy. Indigos. Indigos need water, so baths, lakes, oceans. The sprinkler on a hot day while you try to tune out the sound of the children fighting, which is an example from my own life. Indigos really do need isolation to think and to reclaim their vibe. They need to write more, by the way, than those 3 words in the 3-word journal. So actual journaling might be very helpful to indigos. They need to take their thoughts and stick them somewhere. And channeled writing is something indigos do well. So that's like when you sit and you don't plan and you just let kind of spirit move through you. That can help indigos really reconnect back to themselves through the written word. Turquoise people. They need alone time too, but with more pensive awareness of it, they need to be consciously alone. So way more separation with thoughts and spirit messages. Meditation is very helpful for this. Journaling and hands-on applications. Turquoises are a bit more scientific in their connection to self. They will have to have a meta-thinking approach to it. So they have to think about how they're thinking. They have to articulate how they approach the connection and centering of themselves. So they'll like to get closer to spirit. They like to do a lot of things that are spiritual and make notes. And turquoises are funny. It's kind of like greens plus yellows plus blues. Yeah. So they kind of blend it a little bit with how they approach it. But yeah, they need to think about how they're doing it out loud. So here's the thing. Your energy is like water. It can become displaced. You have to attract it back to you. This is a job. You have to become the container which holds this energy. If you don't, others will drain your energy, sip it, absorb it, keep it, take it, sully it. Your energy and your control over it, your awareness of it, your application of how you use it is fundamental. And anything that happens next, this is really a beginner block to moving forward. So if you're having a hard time understanding, why don't I know my aura color? Why don't I know what I want? Why don't I know my needs? Why don't I know what career I want? Or whether I should stay in this relationship or whether I should move? It's because your energy is displaced. You don't know what you want because you aren't connecting to you. And to get it back together, that's how you get it back to you. And the wonderful thing is, you can do that right now. You can do that at this very moment today. And the beautiful thing about energy is it's instantaneous. If you work a little bit on your energy coming back to you, your vibration pops up immediately. And when that vibe is high, the things that come to you will reflect it, will mirror it, and your life gets better instantaneously, and you get clarity. I hope this helped you take just a little bit of a shift in your mindset as to what kind of control you actually have to your energy. Because right there, if you're having a hard time knowing what you want, that's going to help you get it. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, so that was pretty impressive. I want to say that a label maker also changed my life.
Oh.
You probably didn't know that.
I didn't.
I mean...
What are you labeling?
Well, I used to live with 4 guys and a monkey, so...
That one guy did have a monkey.
Yeah,
that was really weird.
Right, not and a monkey. The guy that had the monkey.
Yeah, you had your Domino's roommates.
Right, and there was a lot of boxers and everything. So that label maker really came in handy. I'll let you just kind of get that image of many male underwear all around.
Yeah,
I wanted to know which was mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That house was disgusting.
Yeah. So that changed my life.
So gross when you live with those 4 people.
Had a monkey. And, yeah, okay. But, now that I've heard your speech and it was really, really good, now I'm kind of thinking Mailman Cliff, he didn't give me such great advice.
He did. It's just that it made it very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't know how, what the problem with Cliff was? He didn't know how to deliver it.
Oh, his name's Cliff?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't establish that at all the first part. We were calling him the shaman mailman.
I know.
Okay.
And the thing is, when you were doing your speech there, I texted him and I asked him, could I use your name?
Right.
He said, Cliff is fine.
Okay.
And, Mailman Cliff. And we met at a bar, so he might have been drinking when he told me this advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we used to go down to that bar,
that
me,
bar.
Cliff, and Norm. So
yes. Okay.
Anyway, I was thinking that I'm going to throw these things away because I can't stand like a tree. You know me. I can't sit still. I'm like constantly moving.
Well, you're red. Yeah. Red people need to move. Yeah.
I'm not going out to the dollar store to get a crown and put it in my head. I'm not going to feel my feet. I mean, you could give me a foot massage if you'd like, but that's a whole other thing. But I think for me to ground is like competition.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Red people need competition.
So since we've been watching Cobra Kai.
Yes.
I've gotten this idea.
Okay.
And the whole premise of the show is that the 2 dojos are fighting each other and there's a rivalry.
Right.
So I think what we should do, and I'm a little nervous to run this by you. I just want to make sure it's okay with you.
I don't know.
We're peaceful people here. But
oh, God.
Yes. I want to start. You know what I'm going to say.
Okay, just go ahead.
I want to start a podcast rivalry.
I do not want to start a podcast rivalry.
No, just hear me out.
All right,
we start a podcast rivalry. I don't like
fighting with people.
There'll be a little fighting, not a lot of fighting.
Who did you pick?
Well, that's what we have to decide.
Who's even going to notice us?
No, they're going to know.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no. When we go all in on this, they'll know.
Okay.
Okay. So I came up with a list of a few podcasts that I thought we can get into a fight with.
Okay.
All right. And then you know, I have some ideas like we could do some pranks on them or whatever to get them going.
Yeah.
You tell me what you think, and I'll tell you what I think. All right. The first one I thought of was Call Her Daddy.
Oh, that's a huge podcast.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Like maybe second biggest to Joe Rogan.
Oh, wow.
So, and I mean, I don't know if our viewers probably wouldn't listen to a show
our
like
listeners,
because we're a little bit more, you know.
No, I think they all do. A lot of them do.
Oh.
It's a funny show.
All right. Well, it's a big sex type show, right?
Yes.
Okay. They had like Miley Cyrus on, and she was talking about
all sorts of stuff,
all sex things.
We're
and
a
everything.
family show.
Yeah. We're more a family show. Right?
We're a family show.
But this is what we do.
What?
We break into their studios. We take their microphones.
Take a picture of how crazy you are.
No, I know. No, please don't. We take their microphones, okay, and we replace them with phallic crystals. Okay? So they come into the studio the next day to tape, you know, and they think, oh, we're going to tape some sex show. All the guys are going to like it, la-di-da-di-da. And we replace their microphones with phallic crystals.
They'd love that.
You think so?
Yes, I think that would make their day.
Oh. Really?
Oh, look how sad you are.
All right. So maybe we
First of all,
yeah.
A lot of this sounds illegal. Then, you don't even travel. You don't even go into Target right now because you're nervous about Corona. So you're gonna break in
to the Call Your Daddy studio.
Okay, you know where that is. Steal their microphones.
Yes.
Okay.
And replace it with our phallic crystals.
And replace it with phallic. You know those phallic crystals that would fit in the microphones? They're $300, $400, or $500 each.
Okay. Anyone want to donate them? We have people. They'll donate.
Yeah.
My people will donate.
Yeah.
People donate them.
Well, anyways, I'm just saying. I think they'd love it.
We might have one in the house already.
I think they'd love it.
Okay.
I think the rivalry might just turn into a friendship.
Fine. They're out.
I think it's just one host now. I think there was a big fight, and the two of them are gone. It's just the one.
All right. That would be fair. It'd be 2-on-1. A threesome.
What?
Kind of two of us and one of her. And,
it sounds like you want to be on that show.
All right. Next up. I thought maybe the Lady Gang.
The Lady Gang.
Because they're a gang, right? The Lady Gang.
Yes.
And I figure we can kind of maybe spray paint their, their microphones and that says KYA rules.
Oh, like Cobra Kai did.
Cobra Kai did on the car.
To Ralph Macchio's car.
And one of them is a reporter for Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So I figure we spray up the red carpet.
Okay.
KYA rules.
KYA rules.
Not in red because it wouldn't show up.
They'll be like, who's this? Who cares?
And they're a gang, so they might want to go.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, why else would they call themselves a gang?
Yeah, because they're looking for your
They're looking for a fight. They're looking for a rivalry.
They're looking for your rivalry.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of our listeners listen to the Lady Gang.
Okay.
And actually have been trying to get me on there.
Really?
But they keep ignoring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're right now. All right, so Call Your Daddy's out.
Okay.
The Lady Gang so far is our other one.
Okay, you like that one. Okay.
I like that one so far.
You feel like they're asking for it because they called themselves a gang.
Yeah, they're asking for the call, and I feel like they would be our good podcast rival for us.
Okay.
Okay. The third one I thought of was the Spidey podcast.
With Heidi and
Spencer Pratt.
I like them.
What we do is we take their crystals. This guy's got a collection of crystals that makes a turquoise, fantasize.
So, Cobra Kai took Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor.
Right.
You want to go in and take Spencer's millions of dollar crystal collection.
I want to take his biggest crystal.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, he might just give it to you.
Really?
Yeah. Mm. They seem like they're crystal sharers.
No, that's no fun. No, we want this to be a rivalry.
Well, so far the Lady Gang might be the only ones giving you something back.
All right, Spidey podcast, you're out. We're never contacting you.
Okay.
Forget it.
Oh.
All right, Jenny, give me some whiskey.
Yeah.
All right.
Fake producers.
The fourth one, and this one I really have high hopes for.
Okay.
It's called the Bellas podcast.
Oh, we like them.
It's Nikki and Brie.
Yeah.
They're WWE superstars.
Yes.
And they have they call their podcast listeners the Bella's Army.
Yeah,
the Army.
Oh no, I like them.
No, we can take them.
No, I want to join them.
You want to join them?
Yeah, they seem
you can't
nice.
join them. You cannot join them.
No, I want to join them.
They're tough. They're like reds.
No,
purples.
as a shy child, was always friends with people like that. So I feel like
so you're saying
they'd be fun to be friends with because they're. I'm like, what's the nerdy kid name in Cobra Kai who can't do anything?
Yeah, that guy.
But that's like me.
Okay.
And I would hang out with the people that were tougher.
Then they're gonna punch you in the face when you get there.
No. You hang out with the tougher people, and then they protect you.
So basically, what you're saying,
that's how that works. Yeah.
Is if we start a podcast rivalry with them.
No, I like them. I don't want to fight with them.
Fine.
I might go. I'm not going over.
No. You, Benedict Arnold. You join the Bellas. No. And you know what I'm going to do? No, that's fine. You join the Bellas. No, join the Bellas. Join the Bellas. And
I like fighting with people.
I am going to call on Conan O'Brien. He needs a friend.
I love Conan.
He needs a friend.
I love Conan.
Conan O'Brien needs a friend. So I'll get Conan.
Yeah.
Me and Conan will do this show.
Me too.
No, you're with the Bellas.
I'm friends with everybody. I don't like this rivalry thing. It makes me, my palms are sweating.
Really?
Yeah, this stresses me out.
Oh, man. All right. I think we could take the Bella Army.
I don't want to fight people, Scott.
The Mystic Michaela spiritual family.
No, a lot of them are Bella Army people.
No.
Yeah, they listen to that podcast.
Come on. They're empaths. They don't want to. No. They want war.
Those twins are very nice. Like, so one's like, I think one. I don't have their picture in front of me. One's red and purple, and one's like blue and purple.
Okay.
So they're nice. I like them.
All right. Well, I know you're not red, so this podcast.
I don't like that.
Podcast rivalry thing probably is not going to go anywhere.
It's not for me.
I might secretly DM one of these 4 podcasts.
Don't make fights with
in the near future, and we'll see.
Okay.
I'm not. We're not taking on Joe Rogan here. But that would be like we'd be slaughtered.
Oh, his people are very crazy. Yeah, they're a little crazy.
They would kill us. So
yeah.
All right, maybe the Lady Gang because they actually are.
I don't think they care.
No,
but okay,
they probably don't.
Yeah.
All right. I figure we end the show today.
Yeah.
We'll do a few aura photos.
Yes.
On the Miss Michaela spiritual family.
Reading some of our listeners here.
Yeah, especially people that don't know anything about their color. They're having a tough time. They're newer listeners. We're trying to get back and try to get some of them to their color. So we picked out 5 people.
All right, show me the pictures. I'll tell you the color.
Here we go. Random selection. We have Audrey Stevenson.
She is yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue. Okay, we have a lot of yellow blues in the group.
Yes.
We have Katie Ray.
She's yellow and purple.
Okay, so Katie Ray, yellow, purple.
Yeah.
Audrey Stevenson is yellow and blue.
Okay.
All right. Now comes to the butchering of the names.
Oh, yes, bring it.
Okay, this is Mark Engels. No.
Who's that?
Shayna Seitzer.
Shayna Seitz. Okay. She's purple indigo.
Purple indigo.
Yes.
How did I get Mark from Shayna?
I don't know what you do, Scott. I don't know what jokes you are. You've been like this whole podcast has been your weird 80s jokes that I don't get.
There's been no joke there.
Your weird like old shows.
What?
80s movies.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand any of it.
Okay. The next one is Ted Danson.
Oh my God. Scott.
Woody Harrelson. The guy that played Norm on Cheers.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Moving on.
All right. Kennedy Turley.
Okay. She's very purple. It's kind of like a bright, filmy kind of purple with blue.
Okay. All right, and we got one more here. Tracy Brodnick.
Tracy Bognick, we'll say. She's green and blue.
Tracy's green and blue?
Yes. Green, blue.
All right.
Very good.
Let's get grounded.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This podcast is for you and about you. I appreciate you guys so much. You take care.